It is Monday, the 30th of June, 2025, and that means it's a new weekly candle on Bitcoin and other crypto assets and market assets, traditional market assets. And if you look at what's happening on the weekly time frame of Bitcoin, for example, there are some very interesting things happening. For starters, 2 weeks ago, Bitcoin hit the third band to the downside of the 3012 RMLR. It did not hit it last week. And currently, that band on this week's candle is down at around 98.6K, just a little over that. And that means if the assets does not drop down to around there and hit that band on this weekly candle, then, and if it doesn't drop down to wherever it would be by the time it would drop down there, because it would surely repaint a little bit as it approaches it, we'll probably push down a little bit further. Whatever it would be at 98.6, 98.5, maybe 98, all whoever knows, however far it would push down. But if it doesn't hit that band on this week's candle, that means that by next week, Bitcoin is very likely to be in a mean reversion to the 3012 RMLR. Currently, that RMLR is up at around 143,000 and change. Of course, it doesn't mean it has to, jump there this week or next week. It could take a long time to get there. In fact, it could take weeks or months. Right? So, that's entirely possible. It could even, it could take a year to hit that RMLR again. Who knows, right? There's no set time limit on when it has to hit it. And on a weekly time frame, it can take a very long time for an asset to complete a mean reversion. It can certainly take months. That is not a problem. Another interesting point is that the 30 power mean on the same weekly time frame, the 30 power mean with smoothing length 10 has intersected on this weekly candle with the 1110 RMLR. And if you know anything about power means and RMLRs, when you have an intersection of that kind of power mean, a 30 or even a 33, and an RMLR, there's a very high probability that you're going to have a nice move relative to the time frame within 0 to 4 candles, meaning it could happen in this candle, or the next candle, or the next candle, or the next candle, or the next candle. Now, certainly you can have nice moves before or after such intersects happen. Right? Intersects are not required to have nice moves, but there just is a very high probability that you're going to have a nice move. And a nice move is not unidirectional. It means that overall, the movement within that time frame is going to be very nice relative to the time frame. So the candle might go only up or down a couple percentage points, but it might go up and down a couple percentage points many times during that weekly candle, giving intraday traders lots of juicy returns. Or it could go up and down pretty significantly and leave you with what looks like basically a shish kebab, right? A tiny or a flat pancake on a stick, right? And give you very nice moves up and down, and maybe back up again, right? Or down and up and back down again, whatever it might be, right? A lot of zigzagging around the returns. Around the mean of returns, right? The price action can follow the returns very significantly in both directions, up and down, up and down, up and down during that week. So we have a situation where we have a very high probability of a mean reversion being confirmed to be in progress as of next week. And you got to remember, on the weekly time frame, those mean reversions, they tend to be pretty significant in terms of like when the probability starts, right? And whenever it skips 2 candles and then hits it again, that just massively increases the likelihood that the next time it stops hitting the band for a couple of weeks, that mean reversion is going to happen. But right now, even as it stands, if the asset does not hit that band to the downside, which again is around 98.6K currently, if it doesn't hit that area this week, then there's like a 99.7% probability that the asset will be in mean reversion to the RMLR, again, which is currently around 143K. And it's basically zigzagging up and down, but kind of going a little bit sideways over the course of the next few months through most of September, and then it dips a little, and then it shoots back up and starts to climb again for a good little while before leveling out. Hello. Hey, buddy. Hello. Oh, my goodness. You're so cute. Hello, little puppy. Oh, my God. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. איך קוראים לה? פטל. שלום, פטל. איזה חמודה. תתחדשו. איזה חמודה. איזה יפיופה. What a sweet puppy. Oh, my God. מה זה, shepherd Australia או משהו כזה? מה? איזה סוג של כלב? shepherd Australia? משהו כזה? רואה אוסטרליה או משהו כזה? כן. משהו כזה, היא יפיופה. תודה. איזה חמודה, גם השני. איך קוראים לה? שלג. Oh, right. You're so cute. See you, little puppy. Oh, you're so cute. You're so... Oh, you want a belly rub? You want a belly rub? I got to go get my kids. I'll see you later. Oh. See you. Shalom lachem. I love seeing puppies. This adorable little black and white. Looks like an Australian shepherd or something. Anyway, he just ran right up to me. Anyway, interruptions happen. Maybe I should have shown you the puppy. I don't know what. I don't want to dox their dog. So yeah, so Bitcoin has an extremely high probability of being in mean reversion as of next week, and at the same time, within the next 0 to 4 candles, so basically any time from today until like the 2nd or so of August, or the 1st of August, whenever it is, right, the end, basically through July, and till the last day and the first day of August before the next new weekly starts, there could be some very nice movement, and there probably will be. People will say, but it's July. Nothing happens in Bitcoin in July. Well, if you believe that, just take a look at what happened last year in July, right? And then last year in August again. A lot of very nice movement, right? Bitcoin was about, what, half the price it is now or something crazy? It dipped down to like, I think in the 50,000 range, 55,000 or something like that, right? 54,000 at the low, if I recall correctly. I know it definitely went to like the low 70s and then dumped even harder at a later point and then started to shoot back up. So, mid-low 70s. It was back then, no, last year, the 70s was the high when I'm talking about. It dipped down to the low. Yeah, no, I think it went down to like 49, if I recall correctly. Something like that. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe 54, whatever. Whatever it was at, right, it's basically almost doubled in price, if not more, since last year. And a lot of that price action down and back up happened during the summer. Right, there were multiple occasions, occurrences of opportunity for insane gains on intraday scalps. In the heat of the summer, when the dog days of summer are around and people were saying, oh, nothing's gonna help, market's not gonna move, blah, blah, blah. And all we saw was whales consistently buying huge amounts and retail traders getting wrecked, dumping at the lows, and then, of course, buying at the all-time highs again this year, and now wondering, why isn't it going up again? Yeah, because you bought at the all-time highs. And now you're expecting it to just go to the moon. That's not how it works. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Relatively short little video. Hope you all have a wonderful day, a successful end of month, and a happy, profitable, prosperous, and healthy July and future. As always, if you want to learn how to trade the VEPs, come into the Alpha Trading Discord at alphatradinghq.com/discord. You can get a free volatility starter pack of indicators. And if you want a quicker on-ramp to becoming a successful trader using the VEPs, you can actually get private tutoring from myself or from Bilbo, one of my fellow co-founders. Just go into our Alpha Shop channel, check out the info, and we'll talk to you later. All right. That's it. Happy trading. Peace.